man, I ain't doing this. Like this stuff that you're going to be learning today is not going to be posted on YouTube. The call recordings we're going to upload privately into the community for everybody here. This is going to have its own thing, right? And it's going to be available to either you guys live, but again, this is the only kicker that I haven't mentioned. Obviously, guys, I haven't launched the tier system yet. Next week, a whole bunch of new course material is going to be loaded into the platform. I begin more filming today in regards to the new material that's a little bit more advanced that I feel that's going to be relevant in 2026. So, man, I mean, dude, I feel like at this point, I'm one of the only guys that's dumbing down AI for everybody to learn. Now, AI is a tool, yo. So, like, whatever it is that you guys are already doing, there's nothing that AI can't help you with. Consider it like your own glorified personal assistant. And it's here to help you and not just help you, but to make your life easier. There's a lot of times when I'm looking at different things that you could hire a virtual assistant for that I'm starting to learn that can be delegated to AI. And just to attest for this, right? Because I have two really important people that make the world go around for everything that it is to be Quentin. We have Alex and we have Mark. You guys give a round of applause for Alex and Mark. Alexia has been with me for years. Mark has been on the development side of what we used to have in Virtual Squad. Mark was a very important piece of our not just camaraderie in the company, but really just bring in the creative side into the space. So Mark has introduced a lot of ideas, and I'd say that Alex and Mark are just the dynamic duo right now, and it's just so awesome to see what they're doing inside of the community. Almost every post that y'all have seen has been something that has been created using AI. And I'm just being honest, right? Because I don't want to hide anything from anybody in here. I am not that creative. My wordplay on certain things is not the best. And so Alex has spent time utilizing my GBT. So I created my own chat GBT, which has its own version of its own real estate trainings. And I've taught it almost everything that I know. And it's ran through every single YouTube channel that you can think of. I've transcribed over probably 1,000 videos and fed it to my chat GBT at the beginning before Alex even joined my team. So when she uses my chat GBT, it's a little bit different because it actually knows a few things. So I don't know if y'all know this, but you can train your AI to become smarter than you. That's what's so cool about where we are in 2025. Okay. It's the end of the year. This is super exciting. Christmas is around the corner. The group just turned a year old. We have New Year's, and then it's a brand new marketing year for everybody. But what we do this month kicks into what's going to happen next year. Because right now, man, we have never been in a better chance, better opportunity to do this stuff and to make it relevant. So y'all are joining the group at the best time. A year ago, things were a little bit different. I was showcasing a lot of manual stuff. But now AI has transcended over the last 12 months where you can use literally virtually any platform, upgrade it to premium. I believe toward the end of this month, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm going to be releasing a new GBT that is a real estate master of all things that's going to be able to pull leads for you, scrape buyers for you, and really just do everything that you need, even analyze creative finance deals for you. So you can structure different offers and even teach you. It's like having your own mentor with you that's willing to run it 24/7. And so that's going to be released toward the end of this year. My friend Charles, Uncle Charles, is the one who developed the software. So I'm going to be one of the first guys to be pushing this out there as an affiliate of the company. Again, this is not something that I own. This is Uncle Charles's thing, and its name is ARI. It stands for Artificial Real Estate Intelligence. Okay. So it's really cool. And like I said, guys, this is his thing, and I'm going to be pushing it. It's going to be something that's going to be inside of Jarvis probably toward the end of this month. So if you are already a member of Jarvis, guys, it's going to be a stupid upgrade. It's nothing crazy. It's $47 a month to use the GBT, but picture a chat GBT on steroids that knew everything that you could ever think of about real estate and then some. He's actually doing some crazy little challenge, and I think that it's super awesome. By the way, Ben just threw up a mock-up AI or die, yo. Man, okay, let me show the team this real quick because this is honestly really cool. Take a look, guys. Quick mock-up. Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, okay, there it is. AI or die. What do y'all think? Kind of cool. I
Hey,
think
that's dope.
I think we can make it look better, but hey, this is pretty dope. All right, man. Like that was fun. See what I'm talking about? Like I'm almost positive that was AI generated what Ben just did. So, with that being said, there's a lot of cool things that we're going to be going over in today's session, and this is super cool, man. So, I do one-on-one coaching for a lot of my clients that have been in the game for a minute now. I've gotten a chance to mentor a lot of you on a one-on-one standpoint, and I got a chance to know some of you on that level too. Rudy Barrera, I've known him for years, and it's so cool to see him here. This morning, I was doing a one-on-one coaching call with one of my mentees. His name is Mike Brackens. He's a member of the group, right? And so Mike has been cold calling to no bail. Now, Mike is a full time dad and he's also a grandpa. Okay. So, like, he has kids that are mostly new and then he has other kids a little bit older. But my dude spends a lot of time with his family. Okay. And he is an insurance broker by trade. He does disaster insurance. So, people who get hit by hurricanes is typically when he makes money. Right now, that's not happening. So, he's pivoting to wholesale. Now, I don't mean to get too personal about his business, right? But he had been telling me he'd been struggling with kind of figuring out how to make this work. He's been cold calling to no avail. Doesn't seem like it's been working. And so this is the thing. I went into his county. Now, mind you, I've never done this for Harris County before, and Harris County is in Houston, Texas. You can do this in virtually any area that you're at. Okay. This is stage one. So I'm going to go into what phase one looks like. We have 3 days to spend with each other. And so I'm going to be going over a lot of information during this time frame. But for day one specifically, I'm going to show you guys how I use AI to rip leads from the county. Now, if it's not from the county, now some of you guys might be in specific markets where maybe a third party company is in charge of selling all of the real estate deals when they're up for auction. That means that there are like two different websites that I'm going to recommend. We're going to go over all of that. But day one is about utilizing AI. You could use the free subscription if you'd like. You can use Grok, you can use ChatGPT. We don't have an affiliate link for it yet. Alex, if while I'm doing this call, you want to go into my ChatGPT and see if there's a way that we can create an affiliate account and we can at least get everybody here to kind of sign up for it, that'd be cool. That way I can make a little bit of something, or even just Grok go in while I'm doing this session. We were unprepared for that part because I don't even know if it exists yet. Okay. But for the most part, affiliate link, you'd be paying $25 a month and it would be your personal assistant. I would recommend everybody here use ChatGPT for something. I use every type of AI that you can think of. We use Gemini, we use Grok, we also use ChatGPT. Those are the three very popular ones right now. Dude, it's like my freaking personal assistant. It's also my problem solver. It's my attorney when I need legal advice.
Mama, I can't
It
hear
is.
him. He's
Oh,
right
here,
here.
Steph, if you can
Can you help
mute
me?
yourself, please.
No, the headphones is connected to the headphone.
Okay, there we go. For my people that are here, right? So what I'm looking at again, like there's no, if it is Chat GPT or anything, you can use it. They all have their own pluses, they all have their own negatives. I use all three. I pay for two. I pay for Grok and I pay for Chat GPT. So those are my two that I have that I pay for, but Gemini is also very popular right now. So kind of just to go into this, guys, for everybody here, and I just want everybody to kind of be transparent. There's no right or wrong way to get an AI going, but an AI is like legitimately your personal assistant in every single way. You can use AI as your like again, you can use AI as your therapist. You can use AI to get creative with Facebook posts. You can use AI to even make Jarvis operate more effectively than it is. You again, like, dude, it's everything that you need. It can help you analyze deals. It can help you run comps. You can teach it things. You can give it transcripts and you can give it cold calling scripts and you can help it develop different things. AI is at a point right now where people use it for virtually everything because it is easier than thinking. That's where we're at. Okay. And so, guys, with that being said, this level of technology is available to you and it is at your fingertips. Everybody here can use it now. It's not something that you have to work so hard to figure out anymore. And not only that, but you can prompt ChatGPT and any of these AI platforms to do specific things for you if you feed it different types of data. You can use it to answer your essay tests and your quizzes, whatever you got going on in school. You can use it to create art. You can use it to create videos. You can use it to even take your face and put you on a podcast and make a freaking 10 to 15-second clip where you're giving financial advice to someone. You can make an AI clone, and the clone, which is like free to do on the internet, can teach for you now. And you can make YouTube videos out of that. You can run ads that way. That's how crazy this is now, is you can't even tell what's real or fake anymore because AI can be used for virtually everything. I don't know if y'all saw, but on Thanksgiving, I made a cute little AI video where, and I got the inspo from, what was his name? Snoop Dogg. Is that not hilarious? Now, this is in San Antonio. I came down somebody's chimney.
Chimney? You're serious?
We ate breakfast tacos. Look, this is me doing a podcast. Yourself, because most people won't believe in you until you've already made it. Manifest your goals. See them so clearly that reality has no choice but to follow. And remember this: you never lose if you never quit. Win yourself, because most people. Y'all see that? That is not me. Like that is not me, bro. Like it sounds like me because I trained it, right? That's what's so cool, and that's where we're at now. And you think like obviously the tattoos are missing. Maybe he looked a little bit more muscular than me. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that that's where we are. That's where we are. I did another video with AI where I threw a house into the sky. I did one where I was wrestling a bear. I bought a guy's house after wrestling a bear. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? That's where we are. That's where we are. And come on, guys, if you download Sora right now, all of you can be making your own AI videos for your own marketing and do whatever it is that you like. You can prompt it to do anything. People are making animated videos now utilizing AI. And so for all of you that are watching this, if you're watching this from your phone, there's four apps that I'm going to ask you to download. First one's going to be Sora. That's going to be for your own personal marketing. Sora's ChatGPT related, so it's on OpenAI server. You can make unlimited AI videos using your face, and you can make tons of marketing doing that. Second one is ChatGPT. Download that onto your phone. Third one is Grok. Grok is a Elon Musk version of ChatGPT. It's X oriented with less restrictions. Grok will do things that ChatGPT don't. Okay. And not only that, Grok, again, if y'all know anything about Twitter, Twitter is one of the darkest places that any human being can be on the internet. If I'm being real, people share crazy things on Twitter. Like legitimately, Twitter is insane. But that's how unrestricted Grok is. So Grok can do whatever you want it to do, and it'll tell you everything. I'll be honest with y'all. When I ask ChatGPT to make a description for me, as a person, because I have so much on the internet, it'll say nothing but positive things. If I ask Grok to do the same thing, Grok will do the positive and it'll do the negative. It'll give you an honest opinion on me from both sides, which I love. Gemini is similar to ChatGPT, but what I like about Gemini is that it is attached to Google Chrome. So you can use it for a lot of different things, especially if you're in school right now, or maybe you got a job. Maybe there's like a situation or an objective or like an objection that you need to overcome. Gemini makes it a lot easier because it's plugged straight into Chrome. So that's a really cool thing, is that Gemini is a Chrome extension that is embedded into Chrome. Those are the four GPTs that we're going to be using, and I love it. Okay. These are the different types of platforms that you guys should all have access to. And it's very simple. You can prompt all of them. You can use these again for personal branding. You can use them for marketing. You can use these different types of platforms for the business. And today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys how I use these data points to scrape information from the internet. Now, first and foremost, I truthfully believe that anybody can do this no matter what market that you're in. And if you don't, you can figure it out how it's done. I did it earlier today while I was coaching Mike. So again, I want to go back to the point here. When I was talking to Mike this morning, me and Mike had a conversation about his business, and he was telling me he was struggling, right? And so I went into his market in Harris County, and I looked up tax lien foreclosures. I found the website on ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me how to find it. And when I went in there, you had to register to create an account. It's free online. And once I did that, they gave you a full blown list of every house that's scheduled to go into auction via tax lien foreclosure on January 6th. Now, this auction happens in almost every county on the first Tuesday of every month. Write that down. So, whatever county that you're in, type in local real estate auction near me and then the name of my county, and then see when that auction is. Majority of the time, it's the first Tuesday of every month. This is where you're going to be able to buy two different types of properties: tax lien foreclosures and pre foreclosures. I always teach in the group that you should go after these different types of leads, because these leads specifically are the ones that are going to convert for you now. Okay. They're going to convert for you now, not later, now. We talked to a lady this morning. She was like, Q, and she talked to me in Spanish. I got a hold of a lady in 6 minutes. This whole process took me 6 minutes. I'm going to show y'all so that you can follow along with me, and we're going to do this stuff together. Okay. Now, again, your market might not have public access to this information. For example, North Carolina, I have a friend of mine that's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he actually has to go down there and take a picture of every page for the tax lien foreclosures. So that's different, right? Now, there are other places where you can get specific types of information, but it just requires you to do a little bit more research. Can AI make your life easier here? Absolutely. But are there apps, are there websites that have listings for both of these different types of lead types that we're looking for? For sure, right? But my goal is for everybody here to learn how to do it specifically from your county prior to you actually jumping in and doing this on like a website. And we're going to do both today, right? So I got on the call with Mike, found the website using ChatGPT. After I figured that part out, I registered an account, created one, saw a list of houses, found one, picked one. It was a commercial building and a house at the same time. So the person was living in it in one area in the back and operating a tire company out of the front. Properties appraised on Harris County Appraisal District for $200,000. The lady who owned the house, her name is Sonia. So when I called her, she only spoke Spanish. So luckily, I have a really good friend that's inside of the community as well, who's an avid Spanish speaker. His name's Alex Soto. And honestly, I would also say that Rudy, I tried calling you the other day. I had a deal that I wanted you to take a look at it, and I mean that I just put that property under contract. I found a Spanish speaker, but I'm just saying that would have put 5 grand in your pocket because we're gonna make probably 10 to 15 on it. Okay, and I would have been like down the middle with you. So when Q calls, money's calling. I promise I won't call you for anything else. I love you. I'll check on you. But if I call you, there's money to be made, right? And so we talked to this lady on Spanish. Mike as my witness, okay? And I don't even know if he's on this call, but Mike as my witness. I used ChatGPT to talk Spanish back to the lady. You know, we recorded it, but that's for Mike only. So I'm not going to post that. Those recordings go to Mike only. By the way, Alex, if you're on here, just so as a side note, so I don't forget, can you send that call recording that I did with Mike to Mike today for our coaching session that we had this morning? And I used ChatGPT to translate what she was saying. I understand Spanish to a certain extent, so I got what she was saying. She said she didn't feel well. She was asking if we could talk tomorrow. Said that she's looking for help because she wants to pay the property taxes. She's behind $7,000. Her properties. Oh, nice. I didn't even Mike, my guy, my witness is here. So again, we contacted the lady. I called my boy in Arizona, Alex, and Alex is working all the time. I mean, dude's a hustler, bro, and he does the business. He be flipping houses. So he's a cash buyer here in the Arizona market. So if you guys are in Tucson, Phoenix area, Alex Soto, he's inside of the group. Major shout out to my friend. He buys houses over there for real. He doesn't just wholesale. You can sell him properties. He's a member of the community. He's learning all the county stuff too. So we talk often, you know what I'm saying? He's been following me for years, dude, for years. So we're cool. So I called him. He hopped on the phone, translated everything for me. We got off of the phone with the lady. She wants to keep the house, but she's interested in having a call with us. So we have a call scheduled tomorrow at 12. If we get this offer accepted on this house, because we're gonna offer this lady 100, the ARV of this property is about 200K. It needs like a full rehab, but it is a commercial business. So if we get that contract at that price point, maybe lower, I think that it's an easy $10,000 to $15,000 assignment. Okay, so again, I know that this is all hearsay. This is prospecting. All I'm saying is that Mike's been cold calling for hours. And what we did in 6 minutes on a freaking coaching call this morning is insane. That's exactly what can happen when you focus on high probability leads. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today. The reason why this lead converts so heavy is because they have a situation. You know, one of the questions that I got this morning from my boy was, he's like, well, Q, how do you address that call? I address it the same way a doctor would address you if you had to get your leg amputated. I'm sorry, Stacy, we're going to have to chop your leg off. If you want to live, that's what we're going to have to do. Why am I going to sugarcoat somebody who's going into freaking tax lien foreclosure? If they're on the auction list, they've already been served, meaning that they've been either a process server told that person that their house is going up to auction, or they had a notice of foreclosure slapped on their freaking door and they know what's going on. So when I call, I'm calling for a reason. Like, look, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Sonia, there's really no other reason for us to speak right now. I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to tell you straight. Okay. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Your house is going up for auction next month. We have 21 days to figure this thing out. I know you want to keep the property. Unfortunately, I don't think that's on the table. The way that I can help you is by buying your house. Okay. So, can we start this process? And I'll tell you what I'm willing to give you. And we have to work quickly if you want me to stop this from happening. because I'm either going to buy it from you now or I'll go to the auction and I'll buy it from there. Now, that's a different thing for me to say because I actually buy houses. For some of you guys on the phone, you can just tell them straight up. If you can make money with me up front or if somebody's going to buy it and you make nothing. It's your choice. It's your choice. Because if they buy it, they're not going to help you get relocated. If they buy it, they're going to kick you out of that house and throw your stuff to the curb. If they buy it, you get a foreclosure on your record and your credit's ruined. You might even lose your job because of this. You might have to file for bankruptcy because of this. And that house will not be able to be included in that bankruptcy. So I'm trying to offer you a solution now. This is called pastor. This sales process is problem, amplification, solution, transformation, objective, resolution. Problem, I'm addressing your problem. I'm sorry, you're going to lose your freaking house. Okay? Amplifying the problem. If you don't allow me to buy it from you now, this is what can happen when we get there. Then you list the symptoms. Never just, hey man, you're losing your house, but this is what's going to happen if you let this thing get any worse. Solution, this is what I can do for you. I'll offer you cash. You walk away with something. I help you get relocated. We'll help you move some of your stuff out. If I'm going to be making 10 to 15 G's on somebody's property in a wholesale deal, then we're going to do everything that we can to figure out how we can help this person, even if it's like $2,000 out of our cut. Let's help. Let's see if we can help. See what I'm saying? We offer a solution, then we transformation. This is what has happened with a previous client of mine. Oh, my mentor Q helps people like this all the time. So I know that this can actually work. If you don't have the credibility, then you can use mine. You have full permission to say that Quentin is your mentor, even if they don't know who the hell I am. That's fine. You have access to someone who solves problems like this. So if you feel like you're lying when you're talking to somebody, you don't need to. I hate people who preach that you should lie. If they ask you, you don't have the money, we'll say, no, I work with the guy named Q, and Q does have the money to buy the property. I'm working with him right now. He's my mentor. I'm in his community, and I'm learning about all this stuff. Reason why I'm talking to you is because I think that this is something we can make happen. See what I just did? There is no shame in that because we're still solving the problem. And like I said, bro, like I hate lying. So just be truthful, be straight to the point. Transformation, objective. So let's go back to what we can do to help you. Then you label every single part of the process, and then resolution, call to action. That's what the call to action is. When you create the resolution, now what I'm doing is I'm letting them know what we have to do to begin this process. I'm gonna need you to open up your phone. I'm gonna need you to look at the email that I just sent you. This is a contract. I'm gonna go over this thing with you, and when we sign it, we're gonna send it off to the freaking title company. Now, on day 3, you guys are going to see me close deals that we're using AI to do. Day 1, all we're doing is we're looking at properties together. So I'm going to show you guys how to rip some of these leads from the county, and if not, third-party websites that involve the county. Okay. Day 2, setting up AI texting campaigns and building AI chatbots from scratch, voice bots included. Special edition. That's going to be happening tomorrow. And then day 3 is a 4-part closing process. Pastor is involved with it. That's just a quick little hint of what you guys are going to learn. And I'm going to break this down so it is a method for y'all when you begin making offers on properties like this. And I'm just going to show you, not just tell you, but I'm going to show you. Okay. And that's how I like to teach, man. Anybody that's in the group, how many of you guys here are brand new to the group? I'm just wondering. Oh, yeah, Vidal, I know you speak Spanish, bro. Next time I'm calling you, I'll start doing it. And like, who's new to the group? Drop a 1 in the comments if that's you. That's what's up. Hey, what up, Trey? My guy. Christian, nice to meet you, dude. Guys, give them a warm welcome if you've been rocking with me for a minute. Let them know that they have a community here and it's just not all about Q here. We work together in this group, man. We build each other up. So like, dude, you couldn't have been in the like a better place, really. I don't gatekeep at all. You're going to learn so much for $20 a month. Now, things are going to be changing next month, but if you're in here for $20 a month, the price don't change. There's just access to certain things that are going to be changing. But you're going to be able to learn so much, whether new, advanced, it don't matter where you're at in your business. You're going to be able to learn so much being involved with me. Okay. So just get started, go through the course material in Classroom. We're revamping a lot of different things, level up. You do that by introducing yourself to the community and then have everybody come in and we all spam comments on your posts to get you to level 3 or level 4. And it unlocks everybody. It's just that it's so that people don't just get here and then sit here. That's one of the things that I hate. Okay. So welcome everybody that's new to the community. Guys, couldn't be more thankful to have you. You're in the right place. Now, let's jump into this. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up any GBT. So for me, I'm just going to pull up Chat GBT first. I'm going to share my screen, guys. Now, if you're with me, follow along, okay? I want everybody here to follow along. So I'm going to pick a market at random right now. Can somebody here tell me a market that I should look at? Drop your market and I'll work with you. So we got Dallas. You know what, Christian? I'm going to run Dallas because you're the first person to comment, and that's how involved I know you are, bro. My dude made the jump, invested in himself. He's here on business, bro. My dude didn't even let me finish the sentence. I'm going to run Dallas. Okay, so specifically in Dallas, Christian, if you don't mind, and feel free to unmute yourself, bro. Introduce yourself to everybody, if that's okay. And if it's cool if you're around a bunch of people too.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, my name's Christian. I'm here in Dallas, Texas. So I'm actually like 8 minutes from downtown Dallas.
Are you brand new or you have been doing this business?
No, I've been in this business for about 4 years already.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, man. So downtown right there, bro. Amazing. So are you in Dallas County or Tarrant County?
I'm in both. I'm in Tarrant and Dallas.
Which one do you operate the most in?
Tarrant.
Tarrant? Okay, so let's
Yeah.
start with Tarrant County. So I need to know how and where to pull tax lien foreclosures in Tarrant County. I need references to websites. I need guides and scripts to be able to speak to the employees at the tax office. I am interested in getting both tax lien foreclosures and tax delinquent properties. Please tell me the entire process. Provide me links to websites to access this information. Create a PDF guide that I can print out and follow while I'm down there at the Tarrant County tax office. See what I'm doing? That everybody follow me and prompt it the same way. Everybody follow me, prompt it the same way, please. And you can use this on the free version. You don't have to have a paid version. So right now, it's already doing the work for me, and I like that it's thinking. So again, now you see that it sees I need to gather up to date tax sale and delinquent info for Tarrant County. I'll browse official sites, including the tax assessor collector. Then I'll read up on creating PDFs with the report lab library as per the guidelines, web scraping and PDF creation for tax sale info. Oh man, are we not getting everything that we need? I'll search the web to find official info. Once I have the information, I'll create the PDF report with the details. I'll include any necessary scripts and provide a link to the file for the user. Now it's going through all the websites. You see this, y'all? This is what we need. I need to understand the difference between delinquent tax and mortgage. Texas uses tax deed sales yet. I talked with Mike about this morning. So while this is cooking, I'm gonna let it do its thing because that was a lot of information to prompt it. We're gonna go back to it. So everybody copy the prompt. If y'all want, you're more than welcome to screenshot this info. Let me go back to the screen real quick so that we're all on the same page. One moment. Okay, and then again, here we are. Y'all screenshot this prompt right here, please. So, control 4, boom. And then you'll copy and paste. You can use your county instead of mine. Okay. So now that we understand what this looks like, I want to explain the differences between tax delinquent properties and tax lien foreclosures. Tax delinquency is when a property is behind on property taxes. Okay. Now, there are exemptions to the fact. You see, because Texas is a tax deed state, in other counties like Florida and Arizona, this process is a little bit different. For you guys, when y'all go after properties that are going through tax lien foreclosures, a lot of times what you'll be able to do is buy the lien, but you won't be able to buy the deed. In Texas, it's a little bit different. You can purchase the deed to the property along with the tax lien. So they auction these properties off based on the tax appraisal of the house. Now, if it is a single family home, you would run the equation the exact same way. Now, for my people that are in Florida, that are Arizona, that are trying to do this differently, And yes, Bryce, I'm going to go right back to it so you can screenshot. But for my people that are here that are in these different types of markets, it's imperative that you figure that part out. You can go in Google and look at all of those things. Okay. Now, if you are in a tax lien state, you can only buy the lien, and then you have to do what's called a partition of sale, where you are now forcing the sale of the property because the owner is not paying back the tax debt. Now, in states like that, you have typically when you buy a tax lien from the county, you run the risk of that person being able to pay that tax lien back and get the property back. Okay, this is called a redemption period. It allows for the homeowner to receive title of the house again. But know this, they're going to have to pay that tax debt back to you and then plus 50% over that amount of money. So you make money by owning the tax lien, which is really cool. Some people will buy these tax lien foreclosure deeds, and not the deeds, but the liens, and then they'll wholesale them to people who want to do collections on them, which is possible. But if you do a partition of sale, then you're suing the homeowner for the deed to the property because you just bought out the tax debt, which requires another step. Okay, now these are in different markets. I wanted to share this part with you guys because it depends also on the exemptions. Sometimes they get a 5 year redemption period and not just a two. Now, why do these states allow you to do that? Is because you're going to get a smoking deal doing this. A lot of times, a homeowner will own a $300,000 or $400,000 house, right? And you'll be able to buy that property, the tax lien from that, for like 30 or 40 grand. So you're gonna buy a $400,000 house for 30 grand. The city ain't gonna make it that easy for you. That's why a partition of sale is so important, because they don't pay that money back plus and then some. Guys, there's interest rates for this. There's a flat percentage that they have to pay over taxes plus the taxes to the current year to get their property back. If they're already in a financial deficit, for them to be able to do this is almost like impossible. Okay. Now, again, anybody who lets their property taxes go back this bad, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to be in a financial position to do this. But in the off chance that you do deal with somebody who's a little bit more savvy, they're going through this process, you purchase their tax lien from them, and then you're trying to do a partition of sale to force the sale of the property and get the deed for the house. If you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of money to spend and it was just a property that he wasn't really paying attention to that he lost, he can get that house back. Okay. This is the risk that you run in states where it's like that. Now, in Texas, if somebody goes 2 or 3 years without paying their property taxes, that house can be auctioned off at the tax lien foreclosure sale, which is the same place that they host the mortgage foreclosure sales. So there's typically two auctions that are going on. And I'm sharing this with everybody here. You can physically go and look at this, okay? I would recommend all of you that are brand new in this business, if you want a taste of what real estate investing looks like, go to your local auction, build your buyers list there, and look at what the process looks like. And you got some guy that's like, 50, 50, 50, 60, 60. We got 60 bet for 60. Anybody gonna match 60, 70, 70. And then it's just like that. And it's so fast. It's money that's moving so quick. And people there are cash. You'll see people with freaking, like, what do you call it, around their wrists? And it's attached to their suitcase that they brought, and the suitcase is full of cash. They deal cash. Now, a lot of times, if it's not cash, it's cashier's check, and the auction will have 1 hour of your. You get 1 hour to come back to the auction. You got to go to the bank with a cashier's check, certified funds, bring it back to the auction, or otherwise that house gets back into the cycle of bidding again. And before the day's over, they'll run the cycle. Okay, which means other people get the opportunity to buy it. So you got less than an hour to go to the bank and come back with a cashier's check and purchase that house cash, certified funds only or cash. Okay. I recommend everybody try it out so they can see what that process looks like, man. When you go, it is so fun and you're going to see the business in a different light. But there's two auctions that are happening at the same time, and you get to register to sign up for both. They give you a little tag with your name on it. You get like a bid number. You get a little thing for each property. And then, obviously somebody says, hey, I want to do this. You can literally just like pull your freaking bun up and say, yeah, I want to make this bid. So they say 12 is bidding 50, and then so on and so forth until somebody gets outbidded. It is so cool, man. It is so cool. So for you guys that are here, right, those two auctions you can register for, you can also get the list there. So they have it physically. They sell it to you. So it's like $20 a month. There's so many things you can do. It's really cool. And for all of you people that are here that are interested in learning this process, go down there and get the leads physically, because they give you a list of properties that are going into tax lien foreclosure, and they give you a list of properties that are going into foreclosure, period. Anybody in here that's trying to do their first deal and get it done, this is the best way, because you're going to be talking to people that are genuinely interested. you're literally spinning your wheels around calling high equity absentee owner. None of them are going to be as motivated. You're going to have to call hundreds of thousands of leads to get somebody on the phone who's actually motivated to sell. These are different types of people that are going through these specific types of situations that are on the verge of losing their house. The conversation is quality. Okay. And I would recommend that if you guys are trying to get your first deal done, to figure this part out. I buy sub twos in Texas, Dallas, Tarrant. I do it in freaking Oklahoma. I do it in San Antonio, Laredo, El Paso, Fort Worth, all of these markets, Houston, Harris County, Sugarland, Woodlands. Guys, I will buy a sub two all day and I'll spend up to $40,000 for a sub two deal. So if you're going after these properties, a lot of times, even the ones without equity can be wholesale. Literally, find anybody inside of a sub two community, and 9 times out of 10, they're all trying to wholesale their deals to some buyer who's purchasing no equity deals in that freaking group. And again, Pace Morby, good friend of mine, love him to death. Me and Pace have spoken on stage together in the past. I drove him to Max Maxwell's event, We Live 19 in Dallas when he was here. Pace, good people. Before anybody even knew about him, me and him were collaborating. He was super good. He was super good guy. Okay, so but in his community, there's 100+ people that buy sub twos. So like guys, people are buying those now. 90% of the deals that I do now are creative finance and sub two wholesales. That's it. So I find these no equity deals. I either buy them for myself and I keep them because they're like stupid easy to make money on. I do creative finance, owner finance wraps on these properties, or I structure those deals and I hand them off to someone else. Guys, Charles is about to sell me a sub two right now, 25K out of pocket. I'm gonna be closing on this one. I'm gonna sell it on a wrap for $40,000 down. I make 15K on this property, plus I'm gonna cash flow about $600 on this property for the next 180 months. That's 15 years. Okay. So, guys, this is what people do these days. This is what works. I'll go into that strategy inside of the community on the advanced level. When the tier system drops, the $97 a month is going to be for my people that are actually serious about their business. And there's going to be specific meetings throughout the week that only the $97 a month people are going to have access to. The $20 a month thing is going to be one meeting a week. There's a ton of education and stuff that's going to be there. Some of you guys are going to be grandfathered into this. So all the education that's already open for you, it's open for you. But moving forward, the new tier is going to have new coaching in it that's at this level that I'm talking about. If y'all are trying to make money in 2026, it's going to require you to get creative. If you're not wholesaling sub twos, if you're not wholesaling creative finance deals, if you're not pitching creative finance in sub two with a lease option or a wraparound mortgage, you are going to be left behind. That is the new strategy that is working right now. You can wholesale creative finance deals. You don't have to do 60 cents on the dollar minus repairs for every single property anymore. There's a lot to be taught. Okay. So just be ready for it. That's all stuff that I'm going to be introducing over the weeks to come as these days fall off of the calendar and we go into 2026. Now, let's go back into what we were talking about because I want to add context to what these leads are and why they're valuable and how you can make money on them. So does everybody understand? Drop a one in the comments. Let's see what it popped up for me. All right, so here is the clean official way to pull both tax lien foreclosure auction and tax lien the tax delinquency properties in Tarrant County, plus the exact websites that you need. So where to pull the county tax foreclosure auctions? There are delinquent property tax foreclosures that go to the public auction. You can start here. So Tarrant County Constable Precinct 3 tax delinquent sale page. Use the monthly list by sale date, monthly tax listings. Let's go here. Sharing the tab. January 6th. This is the one. Look at that. We got 22 properties. Says for sale. Okay. Lynn Bargain, Blair Sampson's attorney at law. Web page for these properties. Find an address for sale. Oh, okay. And then the county. What was the county called? Tarrant. There we go. I agree. Y'all see him? Easy money, y'all. Easy money. Now, I don't know if they allow you to just export this information. You can possibly. So let me see. It looks like you can print your favorites, right? So if we were to go in here and we favorited all of them, which maybe I don't know how that works. I think maybe it's this little star. Let me try this real quick and see if I can do that. Boom, boom, Boom. I'm just gonna do some manual work here because what we're gonna do now, y'all, is we're gonna rip this from this website. So boom, boom. Let's just do those for now, and then select these favorites. So we have a bunch that are favorites now. We got 20 or 12 properties. That's good. Let's see what we can do. Print our favorites. Perfect. This is exactly what we need, I think. This is it. This is it. Okay. I think we got everything that we need. Right now, I'm just showing y'all the process. Hmm. Sale canceled. It's okay if the sale was canceled. It might be back for sale next month. So I'd download it anyway. This goes over the whole process. So at East Entrance, this is where you can find the courthouse where they have this. The courthouse of said county, Tarrant County Courthouse, 100 West Weatherford in the city of Fort Worth. So Christian, this is where you're going to go first Tuesday of next month because this is going to be January 6th and it's scheduled to be auctioned off in the morning. The auction probably starts around 10 or 11. So look at that. It starts at 10. Exactly. Notice the sale would typically be posted on or in, and then it should give you like an idea. So for more information, you'll contact the officer conducting the sale. Payment must be made, cash or certified funds. You'll be allowed up to 1 hour after the sale to tender payment in the exact amount. Constable Daryl Huffman is the one who's going to be collecting the money. You can register to be a bidder here. More information can be found here in this little constable website. Special instructions. Person who purchases real property at the sale are required to furnish to the officer conducting the sale a bidder authorization form. So that's $10 for you to issue the form to sign up for this auction. Okay. The amount of time required to obtain the form will be approximately 2 weeks from request to issuance. Issuance. I got it. Okay. So, guys, this is pretty much it. What we need to do is print this thing out, but it doesn't look like there's an option. So, with that being said, if we don't see that here where I can get a PDF copy of this thing, because it's not letting me, maybe I can right click on it and hit print. Is that it? Yes, I was able to do that. I was able to do that. Okay, so I right clicked on the folder in front of me and I hit print and it allowed me to download all of this, which is really cool. And so then from here, now that we have our list of tax sale properties, again, these are houses that are going up for auction in the next month and you can see the auction date, you can see the adjudged value of the property, and then the minimum starting bid, which would be 72,000. You guys can come in and do your own due diligence all you want, but it just gives you a baseline of what to go off of. PropStream or Deal Machine, when we do the import to get the phone numbers, probably going to be a lot more valid here. Okay. So, like, again, what you'll do is you'll rip the address from this and then you'll format it inside of the platform. So we just found tax lien foreclosures. Let me go ahead and create a new chat now that we have that. And what we're going to do is we're going to add that file that I just downloaded into this thing. Okay. So let's go into this. I think I saved it in my files. Let me check. Documents, export. Let's see. Shared folder. That's not it. Okay, let me go into my files here on my MacBook. So desktop documents, files here. Roblox, not Roblox. My son, he's so funny. Okay, downloads, tax sale. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so we're going to take this file here and we're going to drop it into ChatGPT. Tax sale properties. I need all. I want y'all to save this prompt from this PDF file, ripped and organized into the following
I don't think
CS.
I can see
I'm
your
showing it right
GPT.
now. There we
Okay.
go. I need all addresses from this PDF file ripped and organized into the following format: property address, property city, property state, and then property zip. That's it. Boom. Let's see what it comes up with. It's reading the documents. Let it cook. Sometimes if you want, man, just put answer now and it won't do all of that. But this should be pretty easy considering that it's just one page. Look at this. I'll use Python with something. Let's dive in. parsing addresses from PDF using regets and Python, parsing addresses from PDF using regets. These are different scraping platforms that are built into OpenAI, so it can do the scraping for you without you having to develop the code to do it. So, guys, that is game changing. Okay. Now, I will tell you that it should not be taking this long for the most part. Let's hit answer now and see what it comes up with. Just genuinely curious. Reading documents, property address, property city, property state, property zip. It should start spewing it out now. Now, if by the off chance, for whatever reason, ChatGPT isn't willing to do this for us, we can take it into Grok and do the exact same thing. Download the CSV here, split it into columns. Let's see what it looks like. There it is. I'm going to share the screen for y'all. One moment. Okay, so share a new screen. Dude, that's so cool. Oh, it's not letting me do a window. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is it, team. Y'all see it? Property address, property city, property state, property zip. Everything that we need in CSV format. We're good now. So then from here, guys, now this is the next step. Okay. So we just did, I mean, come on. Is that not insane, y'all? Like, really? Look what we just did. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is that next level stuff that I just feel like people don't learn anywhere else. Like, I'm just saying. Now, imagine if there was 100 addresses, right? This is what I'm talking about here. Like, you can get more. There was more. I only did it to what, 12 addresses? So we got 12 properties now that we can literally go after today and find the homeowners. Okay. So let's go back to that same little window that we were in a second ago. Let me share my screen, and then let's go back into this one here and go back to what we talked about. So again, we have the leads. We have the leads now. What I'm going to recommend for everybody here, and this is what I use Deal Machine for. Alex, if you're in this call, can you do me a favor? Can you drop the Deal Machine affiliate link that we have into the comment section? I use Deal Machine because you get 20,000 skip trace leads for $120 a month. On top of that, you can drive for dollars. On top of that, you can send direct mail. On top of that, you can cold call. Comes with a dialer. On top of that, you can pull leads. On top of that, you can run comps. On top of that, you can import your leads from a third-party company and skip trace them. And again, if you have like the elite version of it, you can skip trace 100,000 records a month, which is what I have. It is a great platform to use. Deal Machine paired with Jarvis, game changing, bro. Game changing. Okay. So let's jump into this real fast. I want to show y'all the next part of this process here. Give me 1 second. Now that we have our leads and they've been exported, right? You can do this in so many different ways. Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about, Ben. Hey, yo, Ben. So if it shows all of them, another thing you could do is copy and paste them. So let me, and yeah, skip tracing is unlimited if you're just manually looking up addresses, which is really cool. I failed to mention that. Thank you for bringing that up. So like from here, now that we have our Deal Machine account pulled up, let's log into this. Boom. And let's take the leads that we just got and add them. So we'll import a list. We might not get a phone number for all of them, but we have the file in CSV. Import it, upload it here. It's already mapped: property address, property city, property state, property zip code, and then complete import. Instant skip tracing at the click of a button. Now we have 12 prospects. There we go. View the list, loading the leads. All 12 returned a phone number except for this one on Goodrich. So look at that, y'all. We now have our phone numbers with all of our prospects. Everybody see how easy that was? That's what you want to do. Now, I bet anything, some of these leads aren't even on the tax lien foreclosure list inside of Deal Machine. Let's look at the view lead, off market, cash buyer, free and clear, high equity. Where's the tax lien? Why doesn't it say tax lien? Because Deal Machine has outdated information when it comes to motivated seller leads. Click on this again. High equity, free and clear, senior owner, over the age of 65, person owns the property. Their house is scheduled to go into auction next month on the 6th. Why isn't the foreclosure tag on this? Why isn't the tax lien on this? There should be two things that are in here that show that. Guys, this is what I teach inside of the cheat code. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We're getting leads that Deal Machine doesn't even know about yet. All of your competition is using Deal Machine as if that the data has been pulled every month. These companies, and I'm telling you this because I have my own data business. We renew our data twice a year, y'all. You know why? Because it costs like 30 grand to do it. Do I want to spend 30 grand or just have somebody come in and at least just buy the skip tracing? That's it. Every single platform that you can think of is like this. This is why in the cheat code we talk about this. None of those leads that we just put inside of it, yo, are inside of Deal Machine. We got the motivation before any of these platforms even got it. Jarvis Leads, the same thing. If y'all are using Jarvis Leads, I'm telling y'all, as the person who owns the damn platform, the data is never going to be as accurate as what we're doing today. It's just not. You're doing something that 90% of your competition isn't doing. And if you want what 90% of your competition has, which are these little assignment fees that are doing like 3 or 5, 10K a month, whatever, guys, this method will make you those 50K, 100K paychecks. I promise you this because I've done this. County data is the only way. If you master this part, you can do anything. Now, for some of y'all, it might be a little bit tough to get this type of information from the county. Now, Christian, I wanted to show you how I do this because it's pretty cool. But there's other things we can get into real fast before I land the plane on today's call. And I have homework for everybody today too. Okay. So again, let's go back into this and let's go back to our Tarrant County tax foreclosure guide. We went through the process here in the beginning. Start here, gave us everything that we needed. We can verify our property characteristics and map on the appraisal district using that county tag that was there. But we got the list. We were able to print it out and we used ChatGPT to scrape the print. So now this is the next piece. This is for your pre-foreclosure list, but you market to owners before the property ever hits the auction. Quick lookups and small batches can be found here in the tax website. That's if you're going around looking at fixer-uppers and you build a list driving for dollars. Come in here, you could probably find a couple of cool things. County-wide list for serious volume. You can download the Tarrant County tax roll flat file and filter for delinquent tax balances. This is the website. Tarrant County tax roll. It's a flat file. You'll need a third-party text editor to open the file, such as Ultra Edit or Notepad++. Tarrant County is not responsible for anything. Click here for the most recent tax roll. Share in this tab. This is the tax roll. Now, some of y'all might not know what that is, but as you can see, it's downloading in the top right-hand part of my screen. Let me go and unshare my screen real quick. Okay, can everybody see me? The tax roll is everything. It's everything. It's not just houses. Your tax roll is going to be filled with commercial properties, multifamily, vacant lots, alleyways, random plots of land, streets, busy intersections. Freaking light posts even have their own coordinates and addresses. People pay taxes on everything. It's commercial businesses, business buildings, giant commercial buildings. It's warehouses, it's jailhouses, it's industrial, it's commercial, it's residential, it's real estate related, it's land, it's vacant lots, it's everything. It's everything. And because of this giant amount of data, you have to think about how many properties exist in Tarrant County. There's probably well over 1 million addresses in Tarrant County. Tarrant County is freaking huge, okay? This list, as you can, I mean, y'all can't see my screen, but the arrow's still circling and it's still downloading this giant file. This is probably going to take my computer like 20 minutes to download. This list needs to be cleaned by a VA. You can find these types of VAs on Upwork and you can find them on Fiverr. All you got to do is type in to upwork.com or fiverr.com and I'm going to show you the prompt so you can see it. Again, I teach by doing. I teach by doing. Let me pull up the Mac Miller freaking window here. Let's go to fiverr.com. Boom. What service are you looking for? I need someone who can scrape and clean my county tax roll. Boom. First thing, I will do web scraping and data entry. I will convert county tax roll delinquent TRW file to CSV. I will convert county tax delinquent file to Excel and skip tracing format. Look at that. I will scrape tax delinquent owners, mailing addresses. Guys, this is you hire one of these people, you freaking pay them $30 or $45 and they will clean the list for you. That's how easy this is. Okay. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to do that. You get the tax roll, you send it off to somebody who lives in a third world country, you pay them through Fiverr. It's done in like 15 minutes, and boom, you have a giant list of tax delinquent properties. I do this in Bear County all of the time, and I section my data off. I've talked about this in multiple calls before, but I want to show y'all what the output looks like so you can see the quality of the leads that you get if you were to exercise this strategy that I'm telling you about. Let me just pull it up real quick so y'all can see. Clinton Business 2025. There we are. And then let me pull up that tax lien. There it is. Boom. And then it should be pulling up now. Okay. Sharing my screen again. This is what the output should look like for you when you get it done and you actually do it right. I have the master list, which shows me my owner name, my mailing address, owner last name and first name, and then the property address that is delinquent on taxes. And then you should have the total tax amount. You see the amounts that are due? This is a list that I pulled last year in January. You'll pull this list on the 1st of February of every year and on the 6th of August every year. It's imperative that you write this down. Now, if you've never pulled it before, it's free range. You can pull it no matter what. But the 2025 tax roll is not available until August 6th. And then the entirety of 2025 will not be available until February of 2026. And that's the 1st of February. So, guys, look at the amount that people owe on taxes. Now, I section my data off. I don't just go in and I pull leads this way. I have my scraper guy do estates. These are all people that the owner of the property is under an estate. These are people that are dead, bro. Life estates. And look how much they owe in taxes. That's a double stack. These are leads that are delinquent on taxes and they're still in active probate. Look how many there are. I rest my case. You'll never have to worry about pulling leads from Deal Machine again because you have 900 plus cases to go after. All of these people are dead and in tax debt. Look at the amount that they owe in taxes. See what I'm saying? So that's estates, senior owners. These are people that over the age of 65 that are delinquent in taxes. Veterans, people that are military or prior military. Sometimes they pass away, all delinquent in taxes. Owners that are disabled. Look at this one. It says Allen Estate of Hart Thomas. So Allen Thomas Hart is the name of this person. He's dead. He owns this property here on Susan Crest. He has a $140,000 tax lien against his house. He's probably going to lose his property. We for sure got to work with that. Now that house probably worth a few milli. If anything, it's probably worth like maybe 600,000-700,000. So you can purchase this property for the tax lien at the auction, or you can try to get it before that happens. So just want to show you the value of what this looks like. How did I get all this information? You're probably wondering. Every tax lien has an exemption. They're either disabled, they're a veteran, they're a senior, or their property's in an estate. All I did was have my scraper guy organize it into columns so that I can go after these properties. Now, I like going after properties that are delinquent in taxes anywhere between 3,000 to 50,000, but that's just me, and that's a preference thing. It's entirely up to you. So that's what you can do once you acquire the tax roll. For you guys to get the tax rolls, a lot of times it's not free for the internet. It's not just something you can download. Tarrant County, massive, so people are able to do that. Sometimes you have to actually go over there and deliver like something in writing. I was teaching my buddy Mike about this morning. You're gonna have to give him something that looks like this. Look at I did this with a freaking Crayola marker this morning. This is what they'll accept. It says, "My name is Quentin with Infinity Home Solutions. I'm requesting the 2025 tax roll in Harris County. Thank you. Quentin, managing member, Infinity Home Solutions." You can screenshot that if you want. Guys, also, if y'all can do me a favor, dude, if y'all got value from this, I need y'all to just tag me and post this. Let me know what's up. Everybody that does this, I'll give you all of my real estate courses for free. I have a full external course that I built 2 years ago. I'll give you guys access to that so y'all can have it. Even if you're not in the group anymore, if you want that, you can have it. Okay. But you got to tag your boy. I'm going to do a quick flex, screenshot this. Okay. I'm going to do this. And there you go. Tag me in my Facebook group. Post this inside of school. Post me on Instagram at Real Quentin Flores. I'm really trying to blow this group up. My group needs to be at over 1,000 members. That's what I want. I want to bless 1,000 families, bro, because I know for a fact ain't nobody teaching this. So again, you're going to be giving them a letter like this, and a check is typically about $50. So go over there with a cashier's check written out to the name of the person who runs the tax assessor collector. And there should be a department or something that you can have access to that'll allow you to give them that, and they'll give you that list either email or they'll mail you a disc, which you'll need a disk drive to plug into your computer. They don't make computers with disk drives anymore, so you have to buy an external one from Walmart or HEB, or no, HEB doesn't exist where y'all are at probably. Walmart or Best Buy is your best bet. Okay, so external disk drive, right? And y'all be able to plug the disk into your computer, upload the file, send it off to some guy in a third world country. He cleans it, bada bing, bada boom, and we're done. They'll give you that list back in either CSV format or Excel spreadsheet. You skip trace it in Deal Machine, start marketing and sending text messages, bro, using Jarvis, and that's it. It's that easy. Okay. So let's go back to this one more time because I gotta make sure that I get the whole class done. Because today is a lot of information that I'm positive ain't nobody teaching anywhere else. Okay. The recording of this will be available for my $97 monthly people. It will be posted in the feed for the remainder of this month. Y'all are more than welcome to rewatch this 100 times, but the recording of this will be exclusive to the next course material that I'll be releasing next year. So if you want this recording for what I just taught today, that's what we're looking at. Okay. Now, let me go back into what we were talking about with that GBT thing that we were looking at. When we go to the foreclosure guide, I want to show y'all one more thing that I think is valuable. Now, I'm going to share this real quick so we can land the plane on this. Tax delinquent lead list process. Download the tax roll file, filter to delinquent accounts, build your targeted your list. I went a little bit further. I showed y'all what it looked like on the clean part. Scripts to talk to the office staff. If you need to go down there, y'all, I will give y'all this script. I have it. I'll download this guide. I'm going to drop this inside of school for everybody here. Actually, Alex, can you do me a favor and download that guide? I'm still downloading the Tarrant County tax roll, but it's inside of our chat GBT for our business. Click on this so that everybody has it and upload it to school. Attach it to this recording, please, for everybody here. So man, I can't download it right now because I'm still downloading the tax roll. That's how huge that file is. That might take a few hours before that's done. So let's go into this. Now, for my people that are in here, maybe you're not out, maybe you're not able to find this type of source where you're at. Sometimes these companies or these counties, they operate a little bit different. The tax thing just got finished now. That's crazy. I got the tax lien foreclosure. I got the tax roll for Tarrant County. I'm gonna clean that. I'm gonna do some marketing in that. Maybe we'll do that on we'll do that tomorrow. I'll launch a text campaign. I'll send that list to you, Alex, so we can load the text campaign. We'll test it on the Infinity Cash Offer workspace. So I want to go over this for y'all. Okay. There are two websites that I'm going to recommend where you can find leads in almost any county for tax lien foreclosure sales and mortgage foreclosure sales for both. Okay. The two places that I'm going to recommend this is place number one, and you can get this online. It's a subscription. It's called auction.com. Auction.com, you can look up virtually any county anywhere, like, Wake County, North Carolina is where one of my students is at. And you can see they have 8 properties that are scheduled to go into auction. You can bid online or you can use this to find them beforehand. So you can rip all of these and export them, and it's so easy to do. And again, this is free. This is one of those websites where you can pull foreclosure leads and you don't have to go down there to the county to get it. Now, if you go to the county, you're going to get good, accurate data. Now, if we go into the next website, this is foreclosure.com. This one's $25 a month. You have to have an account, sign in, pretty simple. You can come in here. They get everything from sheriff sales, short sales, foreclosures, bankruptcies, city owned, rent to own, tax liens, as is, fixer uppers. There's a lot of listings on here. You can just search your county, whatever county that you want. For this one, I'll do Tarrant County, Texas. Boom. And you can see a list of 3,185 properties that are scheduled to go into auction. Now, I like filtering because I don't want to see all of that. We're going to do list type, and then we're going to scroll down to pre foreclosures, and there's 795 results. So, guys, I have a whole video that I did on YouTube where all I did was copy and paste this information into ChatGPT from just this front page here. Like, that's it. Boom. And then I copied it. And then I opened up like I don't know, like let's say I just create like a new Google Doc sheet or something. I'll share this tab, and then boom, I'll paste all that information here. So now I have all this info in there, and we'll title this displaying whatever. Download this as a, I don't know, we'll say Google Doc, right? Microsoft Word doc. There you go. So now I have it downloaded, and then I'll go back into ChatGPT. We'll open up a new chat, and then we'll do the same thing that we did on that first list. I'm going to take that, drag and drop it here, and same prompt. I need the addresses ripped from this file in the following CSV format. So property address, property city, property state, property zip. There you go. So then it's going to read the doc and it's going to start taking the address info and giving it to me the way I want it. It literally thought for 5 seconds. It knows that I've done this prompt for it before multiple times. And here we are. So let me show you. Share this tab. There we go. Remember this prompt. That's all we're doing. So cool that you can see it working. Like, you see that, y'all? I'm basically scraping. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. It's like reading the format for me. Like, that's what's so cool about ChatGPT is you and I don't have to be freaking data wizards anymore. So there we go. Download CSV, and that's it. It's ready. I just pulled up the addresses. We have 11 on the first page. I'll show you so you can see. Open up another window. Tax sale addresses. Here we go. There we are in Fort Worth, High Crest, Watuga, Texas 76148. All right, guys. So this is going to be your homework for day one. All right. Let me hit stop sharing. Everybody, did y'all get value from this call? Did I really cover how you can use AI in so many different ways to rip leads, to figure out how to get them? Like, you use AI for everything now. You don't even need me as your guru at this point. I'm not saying that. I'm very grateful for you because I'm the one teaching you the stuff anyway, right? But come on, man. Did I handle this or did I handle this? Get a fire emoji, bro. If you got value from this call, give me a fire emoji, please, man. I'm telling you, dude, I don't know anyone else who's teaching this stuff the way that we're teaching it right now. This is crazy. And this is going to be the next way to do real estate investing in 2026. Like, for real, we're setting a freaking game changing thing that nobody else is going to be doing. And we're going to really hit the ground running on this. Okay. So be excited about it. Now, for my people that are here, you got 3 things that I'm going to need you to do. Number one, I want you to go in and sign up for ChatGPT. And if you don't have that, sign up for it. It's very important. Homework for day one, I want you to use AI to figure out every source to pull tax lien foreclosures and pre-foreclosures in your county using the prompts that I've shared with you today. That's homework piece number one. Homework piece number two, I want you to download and organize all of those leads. Copy them if you need to. If you can't paste them and copy them or download them in PDF, put them, like, you can copy the address information, put them inside of a Google Doc, and then scrape them using the prompt that I showed you guys inside of ChatGPT. Third thing that I want you guys to do is to skip trace these leads inside of Deal Machine. Get your list ready and prepped for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys how to train a chat bot from the beginning all the way to the end. I'm going to show you all how to do the voice AI thing, and we're going to test voice AI. I'm going to show you how good voice AI is at cold calling. It's going to be super fun, and how you can tweak it and make it even better. And we're going to launch a text message campaign inside of Jarvis. If you don't have Jarvis, that's going to be a problem, but still come in and learn. So if you're interested in the future, you can get the software so that you can start going through using it and making it applicable to your business. And then day 3, man, I'm going to be closing deals for you. Okay. It's going to be super fun. So I hope we are all ready. Guys, today has been freaking amazing. I will see y'all on the next one. God bless everybody. Y'all take care. Let's get it.